Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Daniele Soriano and I'm going to teach you about light. So, as you can see, this is my first time on YouTube, so this is gonna be awkward and that's that. And so basically, as a scientist, or more specifically a physicist, I wanted to educate everyone. And what better way to educate everyone is through the internet? Well, let's begin. Well, as you can see from the title, we are going to talk about light. Well, okay, so light, that's pretty boring. Well, as for me, light is pretty interesting. And as I can say, light is very mysterious, just like other physics things. And well, as you can see from the title, we're going to discuss about light. Well, okay, so light, that's pretty boring. But I can tell you, light is very exciting to talk about. For me or for everyone else, light is a mysterious thing, and scientists throughout the years have been debating on what the nature is. But hey, we're not gonna debate on what light is made of. We're just going to simply discuss the simple, basic things about light. So no more, rather, I'm going to show you just the basics here. I'm just going to present you simple things about light. Sorry for the awkwardness. Again, this is my first time on YouTube, so you can laugh at me. I don't care. And well, let's proceed. But first, the first question I'm going to ask you: why do we see things? Well, the reason why we see things is because of light. Well, why is that? Because light. Wait, I'm going to show how light is. So basically, light captures the colors or the information of things. It moves through space. So the light or the particles or waves, we're going to discuss that later on, are being sent into our eyes, and it processes into our brain, and that brain deciphers it on what that image is. For example, well, because of light, I know that this is a marker or a whiteboard or just a table. So basically, without light, there's no sight. That's why we can see things. Because it sends information into our eyes and transmitted into our brain. Now, let's discuss light. So, light. So what is light? Light is a form of electromagnetic radiation. It consists mainly of photons, and that photon itself has a unique property in that they are both a particle and a wave. So basically, light has a wave-particle duality, meaning that it is a particle. Okay, so what is light? Well, light is a form of electromagnetic radiation. It consists of photons, an element, and that photons have a unique property that is both particle and a wave. So light has a wave-particle duality, meaning that is a wave and a particle at the same time. The light that we see every day is called visible light. Here's a chart. Visible light can be found in the electromagnetic spectrum. So it's a very thin section of the spectrum, and this is basically visible light. This is the light that we see every day. This is the light that we see every day, and the spectrum has a wide range of wavelengths and frequencies. Let us start with the smallest and end with the biggest. So the first one are gamma rays. Second is X-rays. Then third is ultraviolet. So this is the light that we see again. That's the fourth. And the fifth one is infrared. Then the sixth are microwaves. Then the last, and it is the largest, and that's called radio waves. So gamma rays can be as small as an atom or smaller than an atom. Then the biggest compared to gamma rays is radio waves, which can be bigger than the Earth. There's even a radio wave that is bigger than the sun or some other stars. Another fact is that light travels at a constant speed, or denotes as c, and it travels approximately 300 million, or more specifically, to 199,792,458 miles per second. Wow, that's very fast. And you know what? It is the fastest thing in the universe. So that's really interesting, and that I bet Superman can fly that high, or I mean fast rather. Did you know that it would take 8 minutes for sunlight to reach Earth in about 8 minutes? Well, that's because light travels that fast, despite the Earth and the Sun are separated 150 million kilometers apart. As I said earlier, that light is also a wave. But what is a wave? Well, bear with me. Wave is a disturbance that carries energy from place to place, like point A to point B. It transfers energy, it carries energy. A wave does not carry matter with it. It just pushes matter as it goes through it. Some waves do not need matter. And this wave is called EM wave, or electromagnetic waves. And a wave that does need matter, here it is called a mechanical wave. There are two types of waves. These are transverse waves and compressional waves, which is also called longitudinal. They're basically the same, compressional and longitudinal. Here are the parts of the transverse waves. The highest point is called a crest. The lowest point is called a throw. Here are the parts of a compressional waves. Well, this is a weird drawing, but it represents something. And these thick lines are called a compression. This is where the particles are close together, while the gaps, or there's only like a few particles with it, is called a rarefaction. Here are some properties of wave properties, and these are wavelengths. And this is an example. This is just how far a wave from each other, how far they are. Second is frequency. It indicates how many waves go past a point in 1 second, and it is measured in hertz or Hz. The higher the frequency of the wave, the more has energy in it. Third is amplitude. This is a visual example. It indicates how far the medium moves from the rest position. So this is how far it is from the medium and the wave. This is how you measure. The fourth and final is wave speed. It depends on the medium in which the wave is traveling. It varies in solid, liquid, and gas. So how do you calculate wave speed? Well, to calculate it, you just have to multiply wavelength times frequency. The unit of this is meters, and this frequency is hertz. Well, sometimes it can be in seconds, and if you combine it or multiply, it would have the unit meters per second. Here are the three wave directions of light. One is reflection. This is when light bounces off. Simple as that. Refraction. This is when light weirdly bends. This is the light and it goes through it. Just like in water. In third, or just the last, is diffraction. This is just when light bends through it. So yeah, that's light. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a new idea about light. And please subscribe to my channel. And this is my first time on YouTube, so sorry for my awkwardness. I'll be improving myself from the upcoming videos. I will make more about science. Thank you. Dankeschön. Spasibo. Maraming salamat. Arigato. Gamsanida. I hope that's the correct pronunciation. Just having some fun. And anyways, bye!